Ladies and gentlemen, we are live from the northeast of England, live from Craft Vegas and live around the world. Will you please welcome your host for day... Oh, I've lost count. About day 8 of birthday, the one and only. It's day 9, thank you, Leanne, of birthday. Mr. Ben Moseby. Hello. I'm doing my own voiceovers now and everything. Thank you. Thank you so much. Welcome to Crafters TV. My name's Ben Moseby. Here we are for another day. I've actually got in my mind that it's Wednesday today, but it's not, is it? It's Tuesday. I even put on my Instagram story earlier on that I was so pleased it was the middle of the week. We're not even there yet. We're not even there. It's Tuesday. Thanks for being with us, and we've got another exciting day for you. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. A little bit later on tonight, we have got an amazing show. If you've picked up your Vintage Vegas collection, you'll be wanting to be with us for that because we've got loads of great demos and ideas coming your way as far as that is concerned. Also, we have got a brand new launch for you right here, right now. And I might sound like a bit of a broken record because I think every day I come out at this point and go, well, today's going to be huge. Today's going to be record breaking. I think today could be the biggest day of all of birthday so far. Already, you guys have been shopping till you've been dropping as far as these brand new Colour Creations powders are concerned. It's going to be big. It is going to be huge. So there is only one person, I feel, that can be here to present this show right now. You might have heard her. I've just been told she was chatting to herself backstage. She was giving herself the big up. She was like, come on, you can do it, Leanne. Come on, bring it. Let's do it. Here we go. She is here behind the curtains, the one and only, your friend of mine, the amazing Leann Chivers.
Did you hear me chuntering to myself?
I didn't, but they did. What were you saying?
I was like, oh, come on,
do it. You can do it. Yeah.
Punch me in the face. Yeah. That's where I was. Yeah. I'm so excited for today, Ben.
It's going to be big, isn't it?
I mean, if we thought the glitter paints were mad.
Yeah. This is going to be another planet.
It's going to be level, or it's stratosphere
Stratospheric.
Level. It's stratospheric, that's what it is. This is going to be, I think, the thing that you all want to do, regardless of what your particular crafting genre is, because they will work with all sorts of fabulous things. The technique's incredible. Most importantly, results in seconds, super simple, makes you look like an age-old professional. Like you.
But like me, an age-old professional?
Yeah.
Okay, professional what?
Professional in everything.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Can I just say as well, I'm super excited about this because I purposely stepped away from your counter pre-show. You were doing a lot of kind of little demonstrations and the rest of the team were around and I was stood over my side and everyone was like, oh, ooh. So I am looking forward to seeing what that was all about.
Yeah, I'll show you. And you will be at home doing...
Ooh, wow. Can I just say as well, you are going to have to be quickly a serious face because we've got the amazing Showstopper deal.
We do.
But it's going to fly because the bonus buy is more of these powders at half price.
I know, and that I think that was a mistake on our behalf. Too late to change it. So take advantage. But I think this has got the potential to go quicker than the metallic paints on Saturday.
56 minutes. So you know what to do, gang, didn't you?
Yeah.
You know what to do. Before we get into it all, shall we do the usual business? Do the business. Boom. There you go. Free gift. It will be different again today, actually. Mystery gift, whatever you're shopping for, £10 or $10. If you're placing multiple orders, you might get duplicates, but from the chat that I've had from you guys, the majority of you are getting different free gifts every time you shop, which is Marv. We've also got double point. There you go. If you're within Club Inspire, you are going to be getting 2 points for every pound or dollar you spend rather than the usual one. If you're not yet in Club Inspire, as I always say, what are you even doing? Join up. It's free to do. Take you 2 minutes. You're in. You get 250 bonus points to get you started and 20% off your first order. And this is where Leanne takes over. We're doing free shipping.
Oh, my word. I'm so happy about the free shipping. We have made so many different changes to our processes. So turned the knobs, tweaked the levers, done all of those things to make sure that you can get all of your parcels for free. Now what that means is that we have got lots of systems in place. We're looking at parcels, we're looking at so many different metrics, and what we're judging is when it's cost effective effective for us to send it to
Yeah.
you, which allows us to say free shipping across the board till the 28th, which is incredible, isn't it, Ben?
Absolutely.
That does mean that parcels won't necessarily ship in the order you purchase them. It'll ship when it's convenient for us to do so and cost effective for us to do so, and that then means that we can offer you the free shipping. And that is so good when you're usually in another country where the free shipping thing doesn't apply unless it's quite a high spend, especially when you're shopping multiple times in birthday week. You don't want to be paying that every time or doing a big order every time. You want to be able to cherry pick what you want. So what we're doing is allowing you to cherry pick every day and not charging you postage, so your order could be £5 or £205.
Yeah.
It's up to you. You're not getting charged postage, but we're consolidating all of those orders together for you, choosing when it's correct time to send it, and then shipping it out to you. That means you may get it during the birthday event. In the worst case, we're going to consolidate right at the end of birthday all of your orders and send them out to you. And but I think when you can just, through the whole event, keep purchasing and not have to worry about that postage price racking up, I think that's incredible. I would be working out what I would have spent on postage and treating myself to some other
So many
things.
people have said that, and somebody last night said I've got like an extra 60, 70 bucks to spend because that's what I would have spent on postage. And we've had people in shows go, oh, I buy the Showstopper and like the bonus buy, and then in the same show they've gone, well, actually I want some more papers. And then you can do that because you're not going to get charged shipping.
Correct,
So
exactly.
So good.
So good.
So take advantage of it. Runs through until the end of the week. We're going to get into this because it's so busy. Remember, at the end of the show, we've got Plinko for you as well. So the more you comment, the more chance you've got of winning. You know the drill with that by now. So comment away. We had another win last night, didn't we? Sarah dropped it last night. It wasn't 75 last night. No, it wasn't. It was the Tri-Blend brush bundle last night. I was due to drop it, of course, because I won the rock, paper, scissors, but then she shoved me out the way, didn't she, and climbed up the ladder. You know, it's not like her, is it? That?
Not at all. I mean, who are you talking about?
Exactly.
I don't recognise that.
No. Do you want to Plinko today, or shall I?
You Plinko.
Oh, Plinko, thank you. You see? Just lets me do my thing. Stays in her lane, you know, knows her role. We stay in our, don't we? There's no crossover here, no. Shall we have a look at what you're going to get in your Showstopper? Boom, here it comes. 10% of the Showstopper has already gone. You are going to get all 8 of your brand new Colour Creations powders, which Leanne will take you through, and you're getting a beautiful selection of your stamps to go with these as well, and masks. It's a brilliant price point as well. That's why 10% of the stock has already gone. £36 is your platinum price, or $52 if you're shopping in the US and you're a platinum member. I must say this straight off the bat, and I'll tell you what I've been told to say, and then I'll tell you what I think. So, the bonus buy that you've got available with the Showstopper, so you buy the Showstopper, and then you can get another pack of your Colour Creations powders for half price. So just to get this straight in your mind, Showstopper is the brand new powders, 8 different colours, plus your stamps and your masks. You buy the Showstopper, and then you get the Colour Creations powders on their own as a bonus buy. Here's the price if you just want to go for these on their own anyway, but what you'll do is you'll go Showstopper, you'll add these in again, and you'll get them for half price. That is £8 or $10, but then you can add in more. The line I've been told to tell you is, this is a 24-hour deal. What I'm going to tell you is, this bonus buy is not going to be here probably in 2 hours, let alone 24 hours. It is going to absolutely fly out of the door, because the Showstopper itself is a brilliant price at £36 if you're platinum. For another £8, of course you're going to be adding more of the powders in, aren't you? You're probably going to add 1, maybe 2 more in there. The first bundle you put in there, you'll get for half price. If you want to add in more, that's your prerogative, you can. But what I would say is don't sit on your hands here, because we are going to have big problems. It's not problems that I'll have to deal with. Producer Johnny is going to be on the phone in about half an hour's time. I can guarantee it, making phone calls. So please be quick on the Showstopper. Please add as many of these powders as you think you need now, and then you can sit back and relax and be wowed and get ready to make all of those noises I was making at the start of the show. I'll say a few hellos in just a few moments' time, but I'm keen to get into this and keen to chat to Leanne about these amazing powders. So let's do it. Leanne, for people who perhaps are coming to this show for the first time, coming to these powders for the first time, what are Colour Creations powders?
I'm so excited, Ben. Do you know, and can I first off say that we've been working on these for a long time. So I wanted to bring these to you 2 birthdays ago, and they were not working.
Yeah.
And actually we've had to change manufacturer. We've had to find somebody who can make them work. And the quality is exceptional. And same manufacturer as does our glitter paints for you, and our Moonbeam, Sunbeam, and the watercolour 48 palette. So you know that you're getting quality.
Yeah.
Because these people know art, they know colour, and they know it better than most, I have to say. So what you're getting is a crystallised dye. So it is a dye, not a pigment. So you will need to protect yourself and your surroundings when you're using it, because if you get it on something light, like your clothing, if you've got your best blouse on and you get the colour where you want it to be, it will dye it. So you need to protect your surface. But it's a dye which is a very fine powdered particle which allows you to achieve...
Oh my gosh.
Results like this. And so much more. I mean, Ben, the oohs and ahs and the wows and wows before the show.
I know.
Were for this.
What?
Now, if I tell you that is hand painted by somebody with no skill who cannot draw in a matter of 30 seconds, and you can achieve that,
and
I'm going to show you how.
Well, anyone can do that.
Anybody, Ben. Any person with skill or no skill. Never picked a paintbrush up before in your life, or picked a paintbrush up in your life. Honestly, it's so, when you see, you will know why it's so easy.
Wow.
So they're the powders. Look, so what you've got here, let me just talk you through why these colours have been done in this way. What you've got here is CMYK. So CMYK is cyan, magenta, yellow and black. And they're the colours that you get in any printer, because those 4 colours allow you to make any other colour in the world. Any other colour that can be achieved with CMYK is in this colour palette. Alternatively, the other colour combination that we use for mixing new colours is RGB, red, green, blue.
Yeah.
And you've got red, green, blue here too. So you've got your RGB and your CMYK, which means that you've got all of the colours to mix any other colour known to man that can be seen with the eye.
Love it.
Okay, so that's what you've got in this set, and that's the reason this set has been done in those 8 colours, to give you CMYK, RGB. Okay, so they're the powders. Then you're getting, the powders work brilliantly with stamp sand stencils. You're going to see me do those. So some of the stencils you've got to use are thus, and they're nice, not stencils, masks.
Masks.
Nice big masks for you to do. Beautiful results.
That's incredible.
They're absolutely incredible. So you've got that statement butterfly. You've got this beautiful daisy, which we've just seen.
And effect, just to stress this again, effects like you're showing there are achievable for complete beginners.
Yes, never ever touched a colour pot or a piece of water before in your life.
Okay, I can't wait to see this.
For everybody. Then we've got this beautiful fern leaf, which is absolutely glorious. We've got the dandelion heads, which I love as well.
Yeah.
And that will do that for you.
Wow.
And can I just show you this? This is the daisies. Look how beautiful that is. So you can go really subtle, or you can go fuck him in the eye.
Yeah.
Punch him in the face.
Punch him in the face.
You can do that too. And then we've got the stamps. I mean, honestly, I have to explain. I don't advocate going around socking people in the eye, punching them in the face. I really do not advocate that at all. It was just came out my mouth unplanned on the metallic on Saturday on the glitter paint show. And then now everybody's saying it every time I walk past them, and suck them in the eye, punch them in the face. I'm like, things come out my mouth and I don't know.
Be kind, everybody.
Then we've got the fabulous stamps. I love these. So you get those 2 trees, and the reason you need skeleton trees in your life is that.
Get out.
Seconds. Seconds. It's incredible. Then you've got this beautiful silhouette foliage set, which will allow you to do something like that. Then you've got some beautiful florals, and you can do detail painting with these as well. So you can do the background, and you can use them as a physical paint with them, which is incredible. We've got this, might be my favourite. I love the Sea Life set. I just think it's incredible. And look at this.
What on earth? That's
entirely
amazing.
created with these powders. The background, the colouring, the detailed colouring of those jellyfish, the faux bleaching, the textured result that you can create there. Everything that you would normally create with your salt techniques, your cling film techniques, your faux bleaching, your detailed painting, your sprinkling of backgrounds. It's all achievable. What I will say is, when we've done these background effects before with dye-based inks like your aqua markers, your water reactive ink pads, etc., they're great. This does not compare. This takes that and says, who even are you? And gives you this incredible versatile result. And it gives you it in seconds. I can't wait to show you.
In the words of producer Johnny, it's going bonkers again, man, is what he's just said. And he's just called the medics, as he says he's sprained his wrist from refreshing his computer screen to keep up with the numbers. Things are flying. I warned you at the start. You need to be in early on this, because people, like 15% of the Showstopper's gone in 15 minutes, and people are decimating that bonus buy, which is more of the powders. You have got to realise that that is going to take away from the Showstopper. So people are buying the bonus buys, you've got less and less than Showstoppers to buy, and then the people who are going Showstopper bonus buy more of the powders, this is going to disappear very, very quickly. So I'm urging you, I'm telling you today, you've got to shop quickly. A lot of people as well going for the paint brushes that we've got on the show. We've got all sorts of goodies for you. Here we go. So here's the Crafters paintbrushes, $5.59. You've got your set of 5 there, $7.19 if you're a platinum member too. Also on the show, if you want to stock up on things like your watercolour cardstock, we've also got loads of other goodies which will be handy for your powders, things like your powder dispenser. We've got misters on the show, your glass mat. There's a 3 for 2 on all of those. $3.99 or $5.59 is the price there if you want to jump in. You'll see the 3 for 2 deals on the Shop the Show across those. Few quick hellos and then we really must get into this. But this morning on the show we have got Jan with us. Oh, my tablet's having trouble keeping up here. Samantha Jones says, good morning. I've already purchased a Showstopper and an extra set. I am so excited. Emma Thrower says, good morning. I bought the Showstopper. Rebecca Dancer is in. Jane Austin is looking forward to today's launch. Hi to our Lily who's watching as well. Emily Batiste says, I got up at 3:30 a.m. for these powders. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for getting up early. We'll make it worth your while. Stephen Nicole, hello. Lovely Lynn Harvey, hey. Angela Laidlaw and Nadia Thompson, welcome to you. Gillian Denton says hello from a sunny Suffolk. Kathleen White joins us, and Linda Knoll says good morning from Nebraska. Hi Anne Hopkins and Hadassah. Hi Yvonne J. Gordon, who says cannot wait for these. I ordered first thing this morning. And good morning Geraldine Sadiku, who's looking forward to seeing all the techniques and all of the magic. Wendy Graham's also in. You're saying just back from hospital. You've had a procedure done on your foot, so please you got home in time for the show. Hope you're well, and thanks for joining us. Hi Christine Mahoney. Hi Connie T. Lynn Morton, Lois Schiappis and Charlotte Clark, who has just got the Showstopper, Bog Off and some more paints. The Bog Off, oh, know what you mean, the half-price Showstopper. Teresa Campbell says, I think consolidating the items together was a great idea. I just cannot wait to receive everything. Nicole Bretherick is in as well, saying, hi Leanne, Ben and everyone watching whilst I'm working on another exciting new product. And Aya Chan says, I already need a break to put these in my basket. Let's get into it and have a look, see what you're going to be able to do. So we get these home, Leanne. What we're going to be doing with them?
Okay, so first of all, they come in these really gorgeous little pots, and if you've seen our metallic powders, the pearl powders, you'll know these pots. So you've got 6 grams of this colour creation powder in each of these pots, and in Liam's words, you need 1 crystal to fill an A4 sheet, man.
Yes, it's exactly what he said.
So it is exactly what he said.
Yeah.
So the colour intensity, how far it travels, how tiny amount you need for a lot of burst of colour is incredible. You've got the little salt shaker on the top so that you can do the salt shaking, and you've got all of those fabulous colours there. Okay, so that's how they come. We're going to start with stamping, Ben. So this is the first technique I'd like to show you, because I would say this is the one that I would recommend you start with at home if you're starting for the first time. So I've got one of my waterproof dye inks here, and I've got one of the trees. There's 2 different trees in the set.
Yeah.
We've got like a winter tree and a summer tree. I mean, there's trees alive all year round, but you know what I mean.
Oh, deciduous and evergreen. Is that right?
Thank you.
Yep.
Look at you with your knowledge.
Tremendous knowledge, that, isn't it?
Oh, here we go. Right, so we're going to ink up that, and can I say watercolour card, the law.
Got it on the shore. Got it on the shore.
Got it on the shore.
Got it on the shore, so stop that one.
Watercolour card is the law.
Right.
That's it, the end.
The end, nothing else.
Yeah. So there's my tree. And you know what? If I had the new stamping platform, that's at the weekend, isn't it? Saturday. I would have done that again and just picked Friday. I would have just picked up a little bit more detail there. It doesn't matter. For what I'm showing you now, you get the idea.
Yeah.
I've got my spritzer ready. Where is it? Here we come to me, spritzer. Here we go. And then I'm going to use some blue, some green. Let's do the eucalyptus. Why not? Or am I going to do? No, I'm going to do the leaf flurry. I'm going to do the blue, which is Ocean Wave, the leaf flurry, and some of the buttercup yellow.
Okay.
They're the three colours that I'm going to use. So you're going to just sprinkle, so tap. So you'll see what I'm doing is, please don't do this. I'm going to put the lid on and show you what not to do. When you get them home and you want to sprinkle them out, don't go like this. You're not putting salt on your dinner.
Right.
You're not going...
Don't do that.
Okay, you don't want to do that because you're going to... No.
No.
What you're going to do is this. You ready? We're going to go tickle, 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 tickle.
Ah, yes.
You just want a little bit. Tight. Now, that looks like nothing.
No.
Wait until the colour
Okay.
hits. Wait until the beat drops, Ben. And then we're going to put a tiny bit. We're doing the same with the leaf green here.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
And I'm just kind of aiming it in a direction I want it to go. I'm not doing too much, tiny, tiny amount.
Nearly 20% of the Showstopper's gone. You're not wrong here, because, I mean, for my... I know I've got a small screen here, but I can hardly see that you put anything on there.
OK, so I'm going to say that's enough.
Right.
So you can't even see it,
Hardly.
and that's a tiny, tiny, tiny amount. Take your spritzer.
Yeah.
Just water. You ready?
Come on.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready!
Are you ready? I
Suck
don't
it to me,
I
baby.
don't think you are ready for this.
Oh!
No hands.
Look at that! Oh!
That's at the end.
That's not the end.
That's it. That's the end.
Oh, I thought you said that's not the end now, so what else are you going to do? Cool, blimey!
And then you dry it.
Oh, my word.
Now, if you wanted to have a little bit more water diffusion in places, let me just switch this off. You can go closer with your spritzer.
Oh, yeah.
So let me see if I want this blue to be more like sky.
Yeah.
Closer.
Oh, yes.
Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So you have got the choice of having a real subtle result or a more intense result. And look how little... In fact, actually, Ben, I've used too much. I've had too much ink. I've had too much... I've got too... Yes, there's too much. I really wanted it like this, which would have been half of the quantity what I've used, and I hardly used anything. So they're going to last you for a long time, and the result will change depending on whether you are spritzing from a distance or spritzing up close.
So Liam's summary of literally saying, you know, you need one crystal.
One crystal to fill an A4 sheet, man.
It's not too far wrong, that, is it?
He's absolutely 100% right.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100% right.
Man.
And, man. And, you know, it really is simple and easy. So I had a little bit too much colour there. It's fine. It'll be good with the sentiment, etc. But you see, with a little bit less, you can still see more of the tree. What you can do is take some of this and then paint yourself a hill.
Oh, I love that. You are
so you're grounding your tree.
Blowing people's minds right now, and I can see so many of you have just told me you're checking out buying this Showstopper. That is incredible. So busy, so busy. Please, please, please get the Showstopper now. Get that bonus pack. It's going to sell out, producer Johnny's just said in my ear. You need to be on this now. Don't wait. Because these, by the way, if you are ood and ard at this, there's so many more demos to come with Leann. Get whilst you can. Free shipping as well, as we keep stressing. So get the Showstopper and add in more of those powders on the bonus buy. You've got to be super quick. Leann, it's so busy.
I'm not surprised. I did predict a riot this morning. I did predict a riot much bigger than... than the other Saturday with the glitter paints, and I'm not surprised. Shall we move on to another demonstration?
Let's have another, yes.
So that's how you use them with stamps, okay, Ben? What we're going to have a look now is how to do them with masks. So I'm going to take the daisy mask because I absolutely love it.
Yeah.
So here's the daisy mask. Before we use it, we're going to stick and spray it. Okay. So I would say definitely invest in a temporary mounting spray, which is what stick and spray is. And if you can't get stick and spray where you are, a temporary stencil adhesive is what you need in a spray. Okay, and then we're going to spray the back.
Yeah.
And don't be shy, because you want every little bit of this mask flat on your cardstock. And can I say, when you're doing this technique, when I'm sprinkling the crystals on and then spritzing, bone dry cardstock.
Right.
No moisture in your cardstock. So it can't be a cardstock that you've pre-wet and then dried, because it'll still have a bit of moisture in there. So bone dry cardstock. I was telling you that tip while I was waiting for my propellant to evaporate.
Yeah.
So now my mask is ready to put onto my card, and just give it a good push. Even with a piece of clean kitchen paper, just that was a stray little crystal.
Oh, so what are we doing there?
Yeah.
Yep. 20% of the Showstopper has now officially gone, folks. In 25 minutes.
My stencil is nicely down. All the little leaves, etc., are down.
Yeah.
So that's really important. And then I'm just going to choose my colours. So I'm going to go with some yellow. I think I'm going to go with the pink foxglove.
Oh, yeah.
Buttercup yellow I love.
Yeah.
I think I'll have a little bit of the ocean wave in there.
Yeah, nice.
I'm going to have a little bit of the leaf flurry, because that feels summery. Do I want any poppy field in there? Maybe not yet. Allium purple, do I want any of that in there? I don't know.
Maybe.
We'll see. Right. Get away. Right, okay. And double shadow I don't need just yet. Right. I'll use these colours, see where I get.
Okay.
So first things, what we're going to do again, what we did before. So it's tiny, tiny. I'm going to try to... The only difficult thing, Ben...
Yeah.
is to stop with the powder when you're ahead.
Yeah.
And that's what I did there. I did too much. Because I was like, well, you can't see it on the camera.
No.
But you really only need a tiny, tiny amount. So I'm going to go here.
We've got some questions coming in. I'll tackle in just a second. Lynn, I've got your question too. Let me just watch this, because I want to ooh and ah with you, and then we'll fire some questions at Leanne. So it is even less powder than you think.
Even less than before.
Yeah,
I mean, you can barely see it. So I'm just adding it. And, you know, I'll go heavier in places, lighter in places. So, and do you know what you can... Oh, I think I went a bit high there. I went a bit much. Anyway, never mind. So you can always add a little bit more.
Yes, exactly.
Later. Right. So just go not quite as much as I did before. Okay. And let's do this.
Okay.
I'm so excited about this, I have to say, Ben.
It's crazy to see as well, because as I say, on my screen again, it barely looks like there's anything there on the paper apart from that mask. And then in a minute, when you're going to add the water, we're going to get that incredible effect. There's hundreds of you checking out right now.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
So I've gone a lot less than before. Let's see where I get. I've got my heat gun, because it's good to keep drying so you can keep the effects. And then we can add more if we need it. Okay?
Is there an optimum spray distance, is my question?
Right. Can I come back to that question in a second as part of the Q&A, and we'll cover it off?
Okay.
Is that okay? Right. So I'm going to add my water now.
Yeah.
And I'm going from straight up. Can I just show you? I'm holding my spray like that. So I'm not doing this angled, because if you do it angled, you're going to blast the crystals away from it.
Right.
So you just need to have your spray horizontal to what you're spraying. And then the water will go straight down.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Look at this. How incredible is that? I love it.
Look at those colours.
Right, and then when you're happy, dry.
We dry, yeah.
And that'll inhibit the continuous moving of the colour.
Oh, yeah.
You can add a little bit more. Let's have a bit more of this down here. See, I've just said stop, and I went again with more water. But look,
you can't help yourself.
Look how much colour you've got from an amount that you could... I've gone too much water down here.
Yeah.
But we'll work with that. You can remove. So you see that? If you put too much water on, you can take it away, and it hasn't...
Just dab away.
Hasn't hurt it. What's that word? Hasn't hurt the end result at all.
Yeah.
So you're just dabbing it away. If you think, oh, that's a bit of a puddle there that I don't want, take a bit of kitchen towel. Have it in your hand, always ready.
Yeah.
Just dab away.
Okay.
And then keep drying.
It's immensely busy. You guys are multitasking, I know, because there's all the user NARs for the demo, and then I can hear the amount who would check it out. We'll get your questions answered in just a second, and then we will give you a chance to check out as well. I cannot wait to see the finished result here.
Did you see there how I could reactivate those even though I've dried them, Ben?
Yes.
And so this is what allows you to get these beautiful results. So you can reactivate. So, for example, this bit up here I've dried, and I want to reactivate. Spray it, it reactivates. And you can dab away, and that's what's going to get you these lovely results. And I like to leave some crystallised areas, so some little dots of colour, as well as the soft infusion of colour. And it's up to you. Now, did you notice that I did not remove the mask?
I did.
Prior to the drying. That's really important, because if you remove the mask prior to your drying, the water is going to run underneath the area you've projected. It's going to bleed into it, so you won't get such a beautiful
clean, crisp result.
Crisp result. So we'll do that there.
Love the way you just keep adding a little bit more of a spray.
And all I'm doing is water, no more colour. Just reactivating the colour I've got. We'll leave it there for now. Again, Ben, I've gone too much colour.
When will you ever learn?
When will I ever learn? And you know what? It's because I want you to be able to see it on the camera. So at home, use a fraction of what I'm using. Pick up your stencil, sorry, your mask, I beg your pardon. Oh, come up. Just take your time. There we go. And you can see, and because I've used a little bit much of that powder again, I'm going to do another one with nowhere near as much colour.
I love it.
Then you can do that. What you can also do is paint details or take detail out if you like. So you can faux bleach. So we'll go and pick up some of these daisies, and then you see I can accentuate those. So that's just painting in water and lifting it up.
That gives a feel. The way the colours of like sort of popping off the page, it almost makes it look like the flowers like pop straight out the ground and is growing. It's an incredible effect. I love it.
It's fantastic. Honestly, you're going to have so much fun. This will have had a quarter of the powder I used here. This one. So I think the lesson is, don't use as much powder as Leann. I'm trying to get you to see it on the camera. Go less and add more if you need it.
Q&A time. So I haven't got Lynn's question. Johnny, what was Lynn's question again? Has it come through? So Lynn is asthmatic, I think. Do I need to wear a mask? She's a worry about this. She wants to get it, but she's worried. Would you recommend maybe wearing a mask?
So I think you have to do what you feel comfortable with, Lynn. It's your health condition, and I'm not a doctor.
No.
So I would be nervous advising to you. But what I will say is, this is not a powder, it's a crystal. It's very fine crystallised particles, not powder particles like the pearl powder. Not like that at all. So it's not like a talc powder or anything like that. It's tiny little crystal particles. So they don't cloud, if that helps you. So it's a powder clouds, and that's when you're breathing with asthma can be problematic. This doesn't create a cloud because they're heavy crystals, they lie flat. So I'm not a doctor, I can't advise. I think if you would like them, you do whatever makes you feel safe and comfortable, but they're not a powder. And
you've also described them as well, because a few people are asking the difference between these and the pearl powders, and that's sort of part of the explanation there, isn't it, as you just said?
So the pearl powders are a pigment infused with a mica, which is a naturally occurring substance, gives you that pearlescence, and a binder, which binds them when water is spritzed on and they stick to your card. You've got that high metallic shine. This is not a pigment, it's a dye, hence why I'm wearing my apron. It will dye. And it's a crystallised dye, so it's a very, very tiny particle of the intense dye that then explodes when you add water, as you've seen.
Do you need or have to seal these powders with hairspray, says Hadassah?
You don't need to, but you can if you'd like to.
Victoria says, with the first demo you did, was there a reason that Leann stamped the image first?
Yes. When you've got the crystal particles, you see here, all of these little... Oh, I love that so much.
Brilliant,
I know I went a bit crazy with the colour, but you know, same mask, two different results. Love them both for different reasons, Ben. Anyway, back to the question. We've got all of the little crystals here. When you haven't watered down every single crystal, you have got a little bit of texture, so it would inhibit the stamping flat.
Helen says, would you be able to make a second image by pressing another piece of card on top?
Yes. However, what will happen is it will be much more diffused and swirly, the colour, because you're pressing something on it, it's smudging it.
Leanne, says Evelyn, what would happen if you sprinkled these onto shaving cream?
I haven't tried, Evelyn. So have we got any shaving cream? And I'll try.
Yes,
we have. There it is. There. It's there. We'll try.
Okay. And I know you touched on this earlier, but I'll ask the question anyway. Carolyn Zanow says, does this work on multi-purpose paper too?
Not as well.
Right.
You won't get as much diffusion of the colour. It will stain in the place it is. So it will stain in the place it is. You need a card which allows water to move, which allows the colour to move and bloom. So really, watercolour card is the law.
And Amanda's saying, are the colours in the fairy collection yesterday different from these colour creation collections? Remember, those were pearl powders as well.
Chalk and cheese, apples and pears, completely different. The pearl powders in the fairy glade collection yesterday are a pigment and mica. They're the pearl powder. These are a dye-based colour crystal.
And Rose, final question for now, and then we'll read a few of your lovely comments and give you time to check out. Rose wants to know if you have to wash the stencil, the mask, immediately afterwards.
Not immediately, just when you fancy a bit of dishwashing soap.
Excellent news, everybody. Thank you, Lynn, as well, who says, Leanne, thank you for your explanation there. Thank you very much. Feel safe to buy. So she's going to jump in. Well done, Lynn. Loving the Q&A, says Julie. Give me the questions. I'll ask them. And that's, again, what we're here for. I know it's a launch day, but we want you to go away and get the best out of your powders. So please ask away. I've just bought the Showstopper, says Deborah Fries, and an extra of the powders. I cannot hardly wait to get my hands on them. Thank you, Deborah, so much. Devonese ordered them. Well done also to Wendy, who says, I've read comments like this so many times this week. I didn't think I needed these, but I don't know who I was trying to kid. And the Showstopper and bonus buy is in my bag. Well done to Vanessa. You bought the Showstopper as well, and the bonus buy. Well done to Olga. All checked out, ready for work. You got the Showstopper and the bonus buy. Well done to Janko. Showstopper, bonus buy. Helen Goodwin, Showstopper. Guess what? Bonus buy. Sarah Jean bought the Showstopper and the bonus buy. Well done to Michael Adams. Guess what Michael did? Showstopper. Yep. Bonus buy. Correct. It's what everyone's doing. Anyone who's anyone is getting the Showstopper, because you can pick it all up, all of the masks, all of the stamps, your 8 colour creation powders for £36 or £52, which is a really nice price. And then you can pick up another set of the powders for £8 if you're platinum. You've got to be quick though. I was told to tell you 24 hours only on the bonus buy. Let me reiterate, bosses will tell me off for saying this, it ain't going to last 24 hours. It ain't going to last the show if it keeps going at this rate. So please, 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 let's give you opportunity now to get checked out. You will miss nothing. We'll come back with more brilliant demos from Leanne. Brilliant, brilliant demos that are going to get you oohing and ahhing. And whilst you do check out, let's give you the soundtrack to do it. Let's have some crafty tunes from Belvis Mesley.
19th birthday's gonna set my soul on fire. I got a whole lot of money that's ready to burn on all the launches I desire. Oh, there's hundreds of great deals waiting out there. How much will I spend? Man, I don't even care. Don't tell my bank manager so he's unaware. Viva Craft Vegas! Viva Craft Vegas! Wishing that there were more than the 2 whole weeks of the day. And even if there were 4 or more, I wouldn't sleep a minute away. Oh, there'll be fun with the Plinko and the roulette wheel. Fortunes that you'll save on every deal. All you'll need's a credit card and a nerve of steel. Viva Craft Vegas! Viva Craft Vegas! Viva Craft Vegas, I'll be sure to cash in on these deals I'll be stashing. There's no hope I'll refrain. Viva Craft Vegas, turning day into nighttime, turning night into daytime. Once you see the deals, you'll never be the same again. I'm gonna keep on the run, I'm gonna have me some fun. If it cost me my very last dime, but if I wind up broke, well, I'll always remember that I had a crafty time. I'm gonna bag all the double points that I can of all the free gifts and bonus buys. I'm such a fan, just gotta keep my spending secret from my partner, oh man. Viva Craft Vegas! Viva Craft Vegas. Viva Craft Vegas. Viva, Viva Craft Vegas.
I like to get up, chill, relax, get a cup of tea, then get myself sorted. And if I'm presenter, I'll write all my notes. If I'm the demonstrator, I'll get my prep out, have another look at it, make sure that everything is the way it needs to be for the show, do the show. Then what I'll do is I'll grab something to eat. Then have another look at the sheets again, making sure the next show's all good to go. Then we do that show, tidy. I always like to make sure that the area is nice and tidy, either for myself the next day or whoever's in. Jump in the car, head home. I will quickly unpack what I need to unpack, and then I get on that sofa as quick as I can. As soon as we go live, I love that within our live shows, I always get the butterflies. As soon as we get that countdown in our ear that we're just going live, butterflies kick in, and within about 10-15 seconds, I'm going. Butterflies have gone, and we just enjoy the show. Early riser. Oh, shower in the morning. Tea. Oh, savoury breakfast. Masterclass. My mobile phone. Oh, anything with chicken. Currently, it is the weekend, Blinding Light, and it has been for about a couple of years, and I still love it. Apart from jumping in the car, chilling on the sofa, watching TV.
Yes, everybody, thank you so much for checking out. We're so busy, and I'm so pleased you're listening to what I'm saying and getting your items now. Please, this is not an item to delay on, and I know you might get sucked into the show. You might get sucked into the demos and the mesmerisation of what Leann is showing you, but please make sure you get everything that you need before you do, because you're going to miss out otherwise. Aya Chan has bought the Showstopper and the bonus buy. Thank you. And Paula Smith also says, I've just ordered the Showstopper and the bonus buy. Looking forward to playing with these. Thank you to Laura Tremlett as well. Thank you so much. As I brought the Showstopper plus extra powders, as well as more marble papers. Alexandra Girling has just got her order as well. Deal's amazing, says Sarah, and the powders still have me mesmerised and confused at the same time. Can't believe how much colour you can get out of so little powder. And Don says, I've just turned on CTV and there is Belvis. What a way to wake up. Lynn says Belvis needs a trip to the barbershop to get that wig sorted. Shall we, by the way, just letting you a little secret, just had management down. It's that busy. Johnny's in sort of meetings whilst we're on air to try and make sure that we can get enough stock for you guys. Few quick questions. Paul Peterson says, once dry on the paper, will this rub off if it's touched?
Right, so this one is practically dry.
Yeah.
So the crystals will come off, but the colour will not.
Okay.
So any crystals that haven't activated with water will come off. But look, so they'll brush away, but there's hardly any. So they're dried onto the cardstock. So it's not affecting the result at all.
And one question for now, final one from Victoria, and I suppose this encompasses a few things. So you've chatted about saying watercolour cardstock is the law.
Yes.
She asked specifically, can these go on fabric? And I then add to that, can we put them on anything else?
Well, you can.
Right.
Anything that's porous.
Okay.
So yes, they'll go on fabric, but because it's a dye, over time, if you're washing in the washing machine, that would fade.
Right.
So it's going to be on fabric decorative.
Right.
Not functional.
Well done, Anne Vickery. You just bought the Showstopper. It's jumped into my basket. I'll have to get a job at this rate, you say, to pay for it all. Thank you, everybody. We're loving the fact that you're loving it. Shall we get over to Leann now again for an absolutely off-the-chart demonstration?
Yes, I have to tell you what I am going to try with mine. I am watching yarn art all the time, like hand-dyed yarns. I've bought some yarn bases and I'm going to use them to try and dye my own coloured yarn. So I'll share on Facebook my success with that.
Okay.
Right, but again, it would be functional.
Yes.
It would be decorative, not functional. But if I find a way to make it functional, I'll let you know. Right, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to have a look at how to custom draw a floral.
Okay.
Okay. So you need a pot of water and you need a piece of white card. And then all you're going to do is an approximation of a petal painted in water only on your card. Doesn't have to be perfect. Please don't give yourself any pressure. You're just going to make a petal type shape. And you're going to do them in odd numbers. So you're going to do them in 1s, 3s, 5s, 7s. And then it will look like an actual floral. If you do 4, it's going to look like a 4-leaf clover. It won't look good. So 1s, 3s, 5s, 7s. Okay, odd numbers. So I'm going to start, and I've got a very wet brush. So you need water. What colour shall I do? Shall I do a pink one, Ben?
Oh, why not?
Or a yellow? Or I might do a bit of both. Oh, I might do a bit of both this time. Oh, I'm going to try a bit of both.
Pink and yellow.
Oh, I'm going for it.
Oh, hello.
Woohoo!
Woohoo!
Right, okay. So I've got a very, very wet brush. And then on my watercolour card, with my see, I'm not taking any water off. I'm going to paint a petal. So there's what, you can see it there. So,
Yeah.
and you need to move pretty quickly. 2, 3,
Yeah.
4,
Yeah.
5,
Yeah.
almost petals.
Okay.
Okay, then we're going to, with our colour, a little bit of yellow. Straight on top.
Yeah.
A little bit of pink.
Aha. Here we go.
And it will start to move.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You can see that, can't you? You can see it starting to move.
You can, starting to disperse.
And then what you're going to do is take your brush and just encourage it in the direction you want it to go. So it's just little taps. You're not painting over it. You're just saying, go here, petal.
Little dip. Go here, pet.
Petal.
Oh.
And there's that one. Here's the next petal. Number 4. Here's the next petal. Tiny little bit of water there.
That's incredible.
There is the 5th one. Dry it.
June's just bought these. Well done. Liz R's got these as well. And Michael Adams says, amazing products, amazing presentations, and an amazing crafting community. Isn't it amazing as well, when you see this dried in just a second, what you can be doing? I mean, I mean, that looks so artistic, Leanne. You look like a blooming artist.
Do you know, you look like your own artist, and everything, I'll show you a couple I've already done. Every single one will look different. So this is the wet, this is like the wet technique, so it's dry into wet.
Yeah.
Rather than wet onto dry.
Yeah.
So it's the opposite of what we've been doing when we sprinkle the powder and then spritz the water. And you see the mixing continues on the page as you start to dry it. So you'll keep drying, and the water will keep moving the dye will change shape and form, but essentially it stays within the barrier of the first painted shape. So you see this one has the heart shape where I moved my brush. Look, anybody can take a wet brush and make some shapes on some card, Ben.
Yes.
Anybody. The only thing that's going to make it look like a flower or not like a flower is doing the 1, 3, 5, 7.
Yeah.
Okay, so, and you can change the shape of your brush. I'm going to try and do some smaller ones with a littler brush in a second, so
Okay.
you can change the size. And that 1, 3, 5, 7 makes whatever it is you're doing look like a floral. So once that's fully dry, okay, so fully dry, we then have a choice, Ben. That, I absolutely love the two colours.
I love it.
Here's one I did earlier, just pink.
Ooh, wow.
And here's one I did with the yellow.
Get
Now,
out.
what I like to do, Ben, is take my art liner.
Oh, is that the stamens?
Yes, take
Yeah.
your art liner. I'm just looking for, you can use 0.5 or 0.3. I'm using 0.3 here. And so once it's dry, I'm letting that dry a little bit more. I'll dry it in a second. You've got a choice. You can leave it like that if you want to.
Yeah.
And just put yourself a stamen on. And then I would go and do 2 wet petals and green here, green leaves, which I'll do so you can see that if you would like me to. But actually, for this one, what I'm really loving to make it feel really arty, especially if you're doing these as note cards, is just take your pen and roughly.
Okay.
Don't try and follow the lines, just rough sketch. And then you can go and
Just your little stamens, yeah.
just do some little bits in the centre to make it look like a flower, and then handwrite a greeting. And that is going to make it like a floral. This, can you imagine the amount of look at this mixing the two colours I'm in love with. Let me just dry this a little bit more.
I feel like these are like the kind of like cards that you find those little sort of boutique places that you can end up paying a lot of money for, and that are usually sort of signed by the artist at the bottom. I feel like if you put you know LC at the bottom there, you could pretend you're some sort of like world-renowned artist. These are incredible.
Absolutely, you could just.
Yeah, look, see, just sign at the bottom there. Yes, yes. There you go.
But you can do Happy Easter, Happy Birthday, do it in your handwriting. It's lovely that you're given a gift of your handwriting.
Yeah.
Do your little stamens in the centre if you want to. Do your little stalk. And you are done. Blow the powder away. Let's just do one here. Should we just have a go at doing some leaves?
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell me when you need me to stop, guys.
Don't stop.
Okay. So we've just got the water in again.
Don't stop, never give up.
And I'll just take my big brush away. Notice here, there's no pink coming off of my kitchen towel.
No.
The bristles are stained. They will stain your brushes.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. It's a dye. That's why I've got my apron on. It'll stain whatever it touches if it's a fabric.
Right.
Okay. So now I've got a much smaller brush because I want to do a detailed leaf. So I've got a smaller brush, lots of water, and I'm just going to do that. 2 small little. Tiny little leaves at the bottom.
Yeah.
If I had more watercolour card, I could have done them bigger and more. Tiny bit. Tiny bit.
Angie's just said, Leanne, you're going to make us all think that we're artists. Well, you will be when you get these and do this technique. Look at that.
The thing I love is, Ben, it stays in its lane.
Yes.
It stays where the water is. It doesn't go any further. So you could do that after the fact if you want to. If I had a bigger piece of card underneath, I would have done them much bigger, but you get the idea. Now, the great thing about this is, as well, if at that point you then want to add a little bit of, like, artistic flourish around it. So let's say I want to put an approximation of some sky in the background with this one. I can take the blue and a tiny bit, like, I'm trying to find a way to describe the tiny, tiny little bit that you need.
Yeah.
Like,
almost microscopic.
Microscopic, absolutely. And then just a little light mist.
Amelie's just said, I request that Leanne gives me my socks back as she's just knocked them off with this demo.
Thank you. So a little bit, look, just a couple of little bits in the background.
Yeah.
And it adds a little bit of an artistic effect. And if you think you've got too much, dab.
Just dab, yeah.
And I quite like that. So the little bit of that's just exploded out of the side there, which gives it a more of a little artistic effect. You can keep going round and adding little bits more if you want to. Leave it just like that. I think that's pretty in its own right. Let's just get rid of this, otherwise it will end up where I don't want it. And then you are making notelet sets or pieces of artwork to frame for friends and family in seconds. And look at the intensity of the colour. With a couple of a fly's eyelash of crystal. It's honestly, you are going to be living your best life with these.
Are you joking me? Is this or is this not absolutely incredible? I'll read some of your comments out, but I must tell you 2 things. First of all, that you need to know, in all seriousness, 30% of a huge stock has disappeared inside the first hour. That's the Showstopper, and we now have a problem with the bonus buy as well, because we said it was 24 hours only, but it's not going to last the show, that bonus buy. So if you want to take advantage of getting all of those powders with your stamps within and the masks within the Showstopper, but then you want extras of the colour creations in the bonus buy for half price, so £8. If you are a Platinum member, you need to do it in this show because it isn't going to be around after that. You're going to have to be super, super quick. 30% of the full Showstopper has gone. Tammy Fitzgibbons has bought that and the bonus buy. Everybody so far that I've seen on the comments has bought the Showstopper and got the bonus buy. And I know a lot of people are getting extras on top of the bonus buy as well. Get as many as you can, get as many as you can afford, because these are going to disappear, I can guarantee you. What a great idea, says Karen, with the outlining. Now it really looks like watercolour painting. Making artists out of everybody. That's what Leann was doing there in that demo. You make it look so easy, says Hannah. Thank you for inspiring us all at home. Jerry Johnson, last day at the beach for you, and your mouth is hanging open, you say, looking at the colour creation demos. Thank you for bringing these to us as a collection of varied colours, says Angela Laidlaw, at an affordable price point. And this is the thing, again, it's a lovely price point, isn't it? And the fact that you're getting all of those added extras of the stamps and the masks in there as well just makes it really, really usable straight out of the box when you get this home. Leanne, says Crafty Angie, you're going to make us think we are all artists. And Peggy Brown says, I love all of the wonderful colouring techniques I've learned from Crafter's Companion, and they're very talented staff. Must say thank you to Jay Pressy as well, who says, I've just got my Showstopper and bonus buy, woohoo. And Donnie Yam says, good morning, bought my Showstopper and the bonus buy. It is what everyone is doing. That is why you are only realistically going to have another hour to get your hands on that bonus buy before it disappears. Keep the questions coming, keep the comments coming, what you're shopping for. Wendy McAllister's just bought the crazy deal. She says, I picked up the Showstopper and the bonus buy. And Evelyn, Showstopper and bonus buy confirmed. My bank will wonder what I am doing shopping before 6 a.m. every day. Let's go back to Leanne, because she's carrying on. She's not even waiting for you now. She's not even waiting. She's just in her own little happy place. What are you doing?
So I just thought Christmas is coming up.
It is coming up.
So I thought a bauble.
I love that idea.
So all I've done is exactly what I did for the floral. So I dipped my spray pot in the water and plopped it on there, and then just filled in the centre with water, okay?
Yeah.
So that's all I've done. And then I sprinkled 3 crystals of each colour. That is how much you need, 3 crystals each. And then I've just plopped it about with some water.
Wowee.
And then
3
I'm
crystals?
A tiny amount.
That is
It's
amazing.
probably too much, to be fair.
Well, it's intense, isn't it, again?
The colour is incredible. It's so intense. So, yeah, I'm just thinking it would be nice. So if you wanted to do some quick Christmas cards,
Yeah.
and then you could do a couple of other little baubles down there. You could do a, what you call it, one. Just freehand a shape, Ben, and then go in with your silver.
Okay.
I'm looking for the gold. Oh, it's not working.
Oh, that might, yeah.
A Sarah thing. So I'll do silver. There we go. And then we can just
Love it.
around the outside. And you can make all of your little bauble cards just write Happy Christmas down there. So you can do any shape you like, Ben, with that, with the water. I think that'll work a treat. Right.
And it's watercolour card is all the way. Cindy's just asking what type of paper you're using. Yeah.
All the way watercolour card.
Yeah.
Right. Shall we... What shall we do next?
Oh, just more of the same.
Do you know what I will do?
Yeah.
Shall I have a look? Shall I have a look at some? Should we have a look at some samples?
Yeah, absolutely.
And then I can do the masks again if you like.
I think so. Some more of the masks. Yeah.
Okay. So let's do the masks. Let's have a look. So here's this one is done with your masks. That's the daisy that I did here, but then just cut down into a tag. This is the daisy again, but on a box lid. I love that. Here's an example.
That's beautiful.
Just a very small amount of colour.
Wow.
This is the little butterflies. The butterfly and foliage stamp set where we've done some in the background and then we've detail painted some butterflies. I might have a look at doing that actually, Ben.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, I'm going to keep that one out. I like that one. Right, and then look, we've got just a really intense background. It's gorgeous. Here's your leaf. Actually, I'm going to have a look at doing something like that with the leaf. I think that really looks lovely, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
There's your leaf. Here's another one with those beautiful... Oh, that's upside down. But you get the idea here. Look, every single one of these, fabulous. Each one of them, that's painting the colour on rather than doing the crystals.
Yeah, yeah.
So mixing it on your mat. I'll show you that actually because I think it'll be good to see how you can do different colours. And then this is just
intense.
Full on, I know. Then we've done the leaf there, but we've used a texture script stamp and just stamped all around, which I think looks incredible. This background I love. Look at that background. That's brushing the crystals with your brush to get them lovely streaks in there. If you just want to do like one colour,
oh, I love that.
Wow, look, I mean, I just think that's one colour just spritzed and dried and
that
left.
isn't, again, as many crystals as you think it is. That will just be a...
I mean, I can show you that so you can see how very few it is. And then, look, we've got that lovely background there. The possibilities with these are absolutely endless, and you need hardly any... Oh!
Debbie's just been playing outside.
Debbie Robinson.
Giving it a bit of this. Here she is.
Here she is. Get
Here
in.
she is.
Get in.
Come on in. Speak into my chest.
Speak into your chest with... Oh, I loved her. Hi! It's been lovely to see you all. What do you think on canvas, Leann?
Gorgeous.
Beautiful. Just been having a little play now.
Yeah.
Just a bit of abstract.
I love it.
Love a little bit. If you love doing home decor, even, I mean, Ben, look at you could grab a few canvases. Have a go. You and Daisy.
Yeah, exactly right.
Going.
Yeah.
There, am I close enough?
Yeah.
I'll see you all tomorrow.
You will.
Bye.
I love Debbie. Incredible like that, isn't it?
While we're talking about Debbie,
Yeah.
Because she gave me a little canvas to show you earlier, so let's show this so you can compare.
Oh.
So you could do a little one if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Put some of your gold pen on there. Maybe you could have an image, you could have a sentiment, you could have like be strong, be brave, love, laugh, live, whatever it is. You can pop on there in the background, or just leave it as it is. It's a piece of modern art. But this, Debbie did this, and I just think this is incredible.
Yes.
This is on brown wrapping paper.
Love that.
Regular, a cheap roll of brown wrapping paper, and then wrapped a gift.
That's
under
so
the tag.
cool.
How absolutely gorgeous is that? It's beautiful, isn't it? And again, tiny amount needed. Tiny amount needed. I can show you, I've got a spare piece of paper, I could show you that. But look how beautiful that is. And then Debbie also did...
She's been busy, isn't she?
She's loved them. She did a fabulous background like this.
Oh, that's brilliant.
So we can do a lovely... And do you know what? I could do this as well.
Okay.
We're going to run out of time.
It's only 2 hours.
We can bring it... We can do some tonight as well if we need to. So you can spritz, make yourself a lovely background, emboss it with an embossing folder, and then with your sand and dust cloth that you got at the weekend, sand it back and dust it away, and look at the beautiful result you get there. And then Debbie also made an amazing background. Look at this. And then when it was dry, die cut some of our ribbon border dies and just laid them up on a card.
Very good.
So you can use it with your die cuts, with your sentiments, with your embossing folders, with your stencils, with your masks. You can make backgrounds, you can detail paint, you can stencil over them, you can do your own hand watercolouring if you want to. There is just so many different things you can do with these. You will only be limited by your own imagination. And not even that, because we're giving you all of the inspiration and you can just try it at home, knock yourself out, and know that whatever you do, you cannot go wrong. Whatever you do, whatever combination, because we picked the right colours, CMYK, RGB, colours that go to give every colour known to man. You can put any of those down, it's going to look incredible.
Let's do a few comments and a few questions, because I can see the questions racking up again. So let's get through a few of those, and then we'll just demo away. 40% of the Showstopper. It was a massive stock, I've got to tell you, because you've got to appreciate that the Showstopper then involved, more people getting the bonus prize. So you've got to think we've got loads of these colour creations powders. So the fact that I'm telling you that 40% has gone needs to start ringing alarm bells in your head. If you're just waking up, if you're thinking, oh, shall I, shan't I? Please make that decision sooner rather than later, because we are in desperate trouble if it keeps going at this rate. I think this is gone at the end of the show. Few questions then. Maureen wants to know, Leann, could you use the powders after the letterpress?
Absolutely. Actually, you can use them... Sorry, I needed to pick my thing up off the floor.
Yes, sorry.
That was Bend and Snap, aka
Bend
Legally
and
Blonde.
Snap.
Bend and Snap.
Yeah.
Yes, but imagine a bit John Lennon.
Yeah.
Imagine making a background and then letterpressing text over it.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine.
Just
going to leave that there.
Do it. Can you tell me, says Amani, the best way to use the Creations powder with the chunky glitter paste? Like, can I add it to the paste or put down the powders first, dry, then apply the paste?
Either.
Right. There you go. I love the succinct answers we get sometimes. Meg says, will these crystals stain your hands or apron? I'm thinking of letting the kids make their own designs, but I want to consider the clean-up process.
They will stain like Billy-O.
Like Billy-O.
So you want to sanitise the entire area. make sure they've got old men's shirts on, back to front. This is what I used to do with Peter. My husband's old work shirts, long sleeves,
Yeah.
back to front, button down the back, long sleeves, paint and smock. So get some old shirts from the charity shop, put them on them, put a big old cloth down, and let them have the best fun. It will come off their skin with a bit of shampoo, a bit of imperial leather soap, something like that. It will wash away, but don't let it get onto your good furniture or their clothes because it will stain.
You're just taking me back about 35 years then, when I used to do pottery classes at school, and they used to have the back to front shirts
The
you
back
put
to
on.
smocks.
Yeah, the smocks. Lynn Riley's wanting to know, the colours are so vibrant, so are these going to work for us on black or dark card as well?
No, they're translucent. So because it's a dye, remember pigments are opaque, dyes are translucent. It's a crystallised dye, so no.
And Deborah Fries is asking, can you mix the pearl powders with the colour creations?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
And your glitter paints,
Yes.
yeah.
Excellent news. Thank you, everybody, for the questions. Keep them coming. That was I think we've done them all there, actually, which is brilliant. Amanda says, Ben, I normally avoid anything with regards to painting, but Leanne, yet again, has given me inspiration. I bought the powders. What am I like? You say, I buckle under Leanne's spell. I think Leanne has approached this in such a way that she's made it very, very obvious that it's achievable for all, and I think that's why you've obviously fallen under her spell, as you put it, and it's a brilliant buy. The price is brilliant, so grab as many as you can. Janelle says, Showstopper and bonus buy, along with pearl powders, all ordered. Oh, you say, I'll have a lot of explaining to do when it all starts to show up here at our farm. It's fine, it's all good. Marnie Pinchoff, you won, didn't you, on the Plinko recently? You say, Showstopper and bonus buy ordered, now to watch Leanne work her magic. I agree, let's watch Leanne work some more of her magic.
So we're going to do some more mask with I like the fern leaf. So what I've done is just sprayed the fern leaf with some of our stick and spray. There it is, there you can see. And I've popped it onto the cardstock. Just make sure it's got a good push down. And then I'm just going to take, I'm going to try and learn by previous mistake. Right, see, I'm still tapping the end. Right, and then let's go, it's a tap, you can't even see. Jamie, can we come in really close to that?
Oh, it's got a camera says no. There we go.
I'm sorry. Thank you, Jamie. Look, I want you to say, look at that tiny, tiny, tiny amount, right? And then I'm going to put the other things on, and then you'll see how much colour you get from that.
Okay.
Right. So when I say tiny,
it is specks, isn't it? Like tiny, tiny specks.
just little taps, so you're not salting your chips.
It doesn't look like you've put any. Oh, now I can see.
Oh, it could be too much, Johnny. You're right. It could, Johnny. You're right. You're right, Johnny.
Johnny!
Grandfather Crafty's right.
He knows.
He knows. Johnny knows. That might be enough.
It's like the little. It's when it starts to sort of not clump a little bit is when you know you've put too much on, isn't it?
Maybe, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The top bit looks perfect.
Okay, let's find out.
Let's find out. Here we go. Oh. Ah.
I think that's enough. I want a little bit more there.
Oh, I know, just whilst we're using the masks, a few people have asked earlier, can we use these with stencils as well?
Yes.
Good-o. Dry.
Dry.
Debbie loves the crystals, so happy she got the Showstopper and the bonus buy. And well done to Karen. He says, my mind is exploding with possibilities for these. So glad that I caved and got them. The fluidity of the hand-painted flower is beautiful. So there's a bit of pooling there, so that's why you've just dabbed again, isn't it? To get that away. And Karen says...
it looks lovely, doesn't it, James? So Jamie said he just likes the tip of the fern where there's a bit of a cluster. And that's the good thing. You get those real, like, contrasts of looks. It's brilliant. It really is. So I'm just going to bring this fern up.
That is brilliant.
And then we're going to put it down the other side. And do it the other side. The masks have been so well designed where they go brilliant with the powder, but the detail in them as well just makes all of these techniques really, really achievable for you. So I'm going to go again. Uh-oh.
Oh, no. Now, that is a lot.
That was... I'm going to... That's Jamie's fault.
Jamie's fault for telling you to move it around.
He made me move it.
Dear, oh dear.
Jamie.
Jamie.
Have a word.
Oh dear.
And do that. That might be too much as well. Anyway, everyone will be unique.
They will, that's the thing. Yeah.
Everyone will be unique. Going to leave it there.
Okay.
The amount of water also makes a difference. So
And
if you do put a little bit too much of the powder on, go less water.
you didn't answer my I didn't ask it again, that's why. With the spritzing,
Yeah.
what's the best distance to spritz from?
Right, we'll do that immediately after this.
Thank you.
Because actually there isn't an optimum distance, it depends on the effect you want.
But you did mention to spray down rather than
angles.
across
But
the
we'll
page.
do all of those options and
Yeah.
then you can see now. Because I put a little bit too much powder here, do you see what I've done is less water. So this example up here is more water. This example down here is less water. And what it allows you to do is then compare the two different results.
Yeah. That's really
Okay,
good. Yeah.
so more water, less water.
Yeah.
Just depends on what you want to achieve. That's what we did for this one. So I
Okay.
said I would do that one for you, same colours. Matte and layer it up and you've got a really beautiful result. So less water, more water. And do you know the speed, Ben?
Yeah, yeah,
Johnny's
yeah.
gone, the quick, like they are quick. The speed is, I mean, that's exactly how he said it.
He did, yeah, exactly like that.
Exactly like that. The quick.
Got a very high
no, he
voice,
didn't.
has Johnny.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's do your question, Ben, on the
yes.
optimum spritzing distance. So I'm going to put tiny few there like that. I'm just going to put some little crystals all over. So that's the one of the green ones. That's eucalyptus. And let's do a bit of, poppy field. Right.
Yeah.
Now then, so what you will do is hold your spritzer, but you can do this, but it'll direct the water. So we'll do a few different ones and you'll see what I mean. So from above,
Yeah.
and when we do this, that just gets that spritz out with the water. So it gets the water where it needs to be. And then it's picking up all of those crystals.
Yes.
If I go closer, they will move more.
Yeah.
So if I go closer to the red, see how that exploded more there. But actually that's created a poppy for me. I'm going to dry that
has.
quick.
Beautiful.
There is a poppy
Yeah.
in no time at all. I didn't even plan that. Let's dry it. And then I'll come back to your question again, Ben, because I couldn't let that go.
That's fine. Take the opportunity whilst it's there.
Imagine that with your little fine liner around it. As a beautiful poppy. And then painting like a little poppy centre in it.
Yeah, yeah.
So that can... And then you do
Do your little centre.
You've got a poppy.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah. Right, so back to your original question. I'm sorry, Ben. Right, okay, let's do it again. So, bit of red here, crystals. Bit of red here. Similar amount. Tiny amount. And so for up above here, and you see you get like a little dispersion of it there. Okay, so that's from a high distance. Go close, and the colour diffuses more.
Yeah.
So you get more of a sprinkled result, more of a fine particle result, or the colour will absolutely blow, like really disperse if you go closer. And if you go from an angle, so if I angle this now, and I go close, that will direct where the paint's going to go.
Yes.
I'm running out of water. So you see, that's all now I'm angling it here, so the paint is moving.
So that is an effect that you might want to get, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So it just depends what you want to achieve. I would say start high and move closer till you get the result you want. Don't go close straight away.
Could you take a toothpick or tiny brush, dip it in the powder and then flick it on the paper for a fine application, says Karen?
You can, and you can paint with it.
Right.
Let's do a painting one.
Okay.
And let's do a mixing new colour one, should we?
Oh, yes, we should.
Right, here's another. Let's do mixing new colours first. What I could have done with is my paint palette.
Ah.
Do you know what? Can we do the painting a new colour
After a break?
After a break, is
Yeah.
that all right?
Yeah.
And then I'll show you how to mix some new colours.
Yeah, absolutely, we can do that.
Okay.
Right, well, I'll read some comments and then we'll get ready to do a little break in just a second. My order is in, says Melanie D. I cannot wait to get creating with these powders. And also, Tracy saying you could also die cut an image from a masking paper to use as a mask or stencil. Jeffrey Langley says the reveal is the best, like a whole new game. There's still plenty of comments coming through, questions as well, which I'll have a look at during the break and get ready to compile to throw to Leanne. But you do need to be checking out producer Johnny just saying that if you want individuals, if you want the bonus buy as well, you do need to be thinking about checking it out because we are that busy. It's been a mammoth birthday so far. This was always pegged, I think, as one of the most exciting launches, and it's proving that way. But I think, once again, you're even surprising us with the amount of these that you are buying. So Showstopper, get your Showstopper, and then you get your bonus buy on top, which is another pack of the powders for half the price. Then it's up to you if you want to buy more. The first lot you'll get with your Showstopper, you'll get for half the price. If you want to add more into your basket, you're welcome to. But of course, only whilst we've got the stock, and the stock is being obliterated. The more we see with Leanne, the more wow demos we see, the more you guys are buying. And the fact that we've got free shipping as well means, you know, people are multi-ordering within shows too. They're buying the Showstopper and the bonus buy, then coming back and buying more. So take this opportunity now, this next few minutes, to get your baskets checked out. Any more questions, fire those through to us, and we will come back with more with Leanne in about 4 minutes' time.
Day to day looks like, on a normal day when I'm working from home, get up, breakfast, quick phone call with my daughter, and then I'm up in the craft room and I spend all my time in the craft room. If it's spending a day with the grandkids, that's it. That's my best part of the day, just spending time with family and those gorgeous little grandkids of mine. The best part of the day when I'm at work is when I go on air, because I absolutely love it. Both. I prefer a shower in the morning. I feel fresher. I feel that I can tackle my day. However, depending on how that day's been, I also would have a double shower, so I'd have one in the morning and one at night too. Absolutely, 100% coffee. Will always be coffee, and flavoured coffee is my favourite at the moment. Dare I say, it's a full English breakfast, the full works, the beans, the tomatoes, the bacon, the sausage, and everything else that goes with a traditional English breakfast. Craft along every day of the week. I absolutely love going through the stages from the start of a project to the end of a project. So craft along is definitely my favourite choice. I can't leave without my lipstick. It's a given thing. I once didn't have a lipstick on me, and Leanne helped me out that day. Kick off the shoes, sit down for a couple of minutes, just gather my thoughts, and then grab my tea.
Come in, check my emails, then lay the shows out in the studio, set pack shots up. Then I will get new polls, pick shows, solve any problems that need solving. We deal with other teams where we receive marketing suites, we receive boards. We pick samples to send to Hobby Maker. We pick samples to send to QVC. We will take the previous shows out of the studios, set the new shows up. We do floor manage occasionally, not all the time, making sure that the craft expert presenters have everything at hand that they need. Anything that they haven't got during shows, we will run about and get the products for them. Think on a morning when it's really quiet, I can get more done when there's nobody else in the building. Night owl. Morning. Coffee on a morning, tea the rest of the day. savoury. Normally lunchtime. Craft along. Mobile phone. Christina's chicken wrap. Barry White. You're my first, my last, my everything. Go home and make the tea.
Robbie Hedrick joins us saying this is definitely being safe when I get my colour creations powders. I love it. When Chivs is on, I learn so much. We all do. Wendy Graham says the colours are like fireworks when they come alive with the water, when they explode. And Sarah Jean says, I honestly thought the magic number was 21, as they say in Vegas, but I am now at 22 orders. Wow. And it's only Tuesday. Oh my, how birthday week has expanded. There's still loads more to come. We've got some brilliant launches as we head towards the final few days of birthday. Stephanie says, good morning, Leanne, Ben, team, and everyone from Farmingdale, New Jersey. Hello, good morning, New Jersey. Thank you to Jeffrey Langley for your lovely comment as well. The questions are coming in. We'll do another Q&A section in just a moment. So if you want to add your question to that pile, then please make sure you do. Remember, if you didn't use that opportunity then to get checked out, please do so in the next 20 minutes or so, because the bonus buy is disappearing. Every Showstopper that's going, another bonus buy goes, which means more opportunities to get the Showstopper disappear because it all comes from the same stock, so you are going to have to be quick. During that last little brief pause there, Leanne, who has not stopped, like you think she stops when she's not on camera, but no, she's still playing, she's still crafting away. She has experimented and she has created something absolutely brilliant. She is like a crafty mad scientist. So let's go over to her lab right now.
Excuse me, Johnny didn't say mad.
Did I say mad?
You did.
She's like a crafty scientist. Let's go over to her lab now and see what she's creating.
I mean, let's be fair, I've got the hair of the doctor off Back to the Future.
Great Scott, Leanne!
1.21 gigawatts going on over here, guys. So we've got here a puppy.
Yeah, I love it.
A puppy.
You
and
just did that in the break.
In the break, in seconds.
Come on.
In seconds.
Come on.
And I've wrote there, lest we forget.
I love it.
So for Memorial Day, for little cards, for make and sell these. Put them all on watercolour cards, sell them. Honestly, guys. And they look like, and you can say, hand drawn by.
Yeah, exactly right.
Hand painted by.
Yeah.
Because it is.
Yes.
Right, okay. So I've got a piece of white card and my heat gun. Always have your heat gun ready. Plenty of water.
Yeah.
Don't be shy with the water. And then it's the rule of 5 again. So we're going in with 5 petals. And I'm just, with a smaller brush this time, because it's a smaller floral, doing what I did before.
Yeah.
So the approximation of a petal shape. Doesn't matter if it's not perfect. It's a watercolour flower. You get the drift.
There you go. You've seen that.
And then if you can see any little dry areas, just add in a little bit more water.
Yeah.
Water is the key. Okay, so once you've done that, then you're going to take your field poppy field colour. Watch the magic happen.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go.
Okay, so that's more than enough. And then take your brush and just encourage it, not adding any more water, we're just encouraging it out into the shape that has been already watercoloured onto the card.
Yeah.
Okay? And don't worry if little splashes happen, it all adds to the artistic effect.
That's it. Gives it such an artistic effect.
Yeah. And you can have lighter areas and darker areas. It's entirely up to you. Just when you feel happy with it, stop.
Yeah.
So I'm going to stop there.
Okay.
And then dry.
Well done, Norma just placed her order. Showstopper, bonus buy. Jane Austen got the Showstopper and the bonus buy. 3 more questions added to our list. We'll have a bumper Q&A session with Leanne before the end of the show. Don't forget as well, more comments and questions, more chance you've got of playing Plinko. Probably in around about 25 minutes time, it won't be long. Only got half an hour left on the show. So get those questions in, get shopping, and grab these deals before they disappear. I'm just as mesmerised as you guys, by the way. Sorry, I'm not looking you in the face. I'm looking down here, 'cause Leann's amazing
So you see,
artwork.
what's happening here, Ben, is when I'm drying it, you see the water moves with the speed of the air from the heat gun, but it doesn't go outside of the original shape I drew with my brush.
No.
So it just stays in its lane, and that's great. And you can just change the water around. And what that does is create little dye lines and little high spots and low spots and light areas and dark areas.
Almost like little faux bleached sort of areas.
Exactly, which gives you the feeling of hand watercoloured, beautiful images. And you haven't had to do anything other than paint a random shape on a bit of white card and then sprinkle some powder on the top and dry it.
Yeah.
I mean, how much easy could that be? It really couldn't, could it? So once you've done that, and it's very, very dry, black, minimum, tiny, flat, half of a fly's eyelash.
Are you telling yourself this as well?
I was telling myself this as we're doing it. Half of a fly's eyelash.
Right.
Okay. So in the centre, for the middle of the poppy,
Yeah.
just a tiny, there. Oh,
Everyone's holding their breath now. Yeah. Oh. You
starting
sneezed
again. I want it controlled. There.
Then? Okay.
There. Is that it? No, a little bit more.
There's a little bit.
Oh!
Oh no! She sneezed.
Right,
She sneezed.
Okay. See? Right, but anyway, I'm going to go with this.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to go high, high.
Yeah. You missed the first
Brilliant.
one.
Dry it, quick.
Oh, I like it.
And you know what? You can get really big centres in the centres of poppy. And what
Of
you've
course
got
you
is what I love about this is every single one is going to be different.
Yeah.
Every single one is going to be unique and different and special to what you've created. We'll compare the two different ones.
I like the bigger centre. I really love. Yeah, I do.
Well, thank you. Do you know what? It's just about what you like. It's about what you love, about what you want to do. I'm just looking. Here's a thicker pen. And
You're
then
getting
what
lots
we
of
do
heart
is
emojis coming through, apparently, so that's good.
the stalk. You could put a couple of petals on if you wanted to. And then I'm just going to handwrite.
Matt, and layer that onto a card, like you say. I mean, how much are you charging for that? It's brilliant. And how quick was it? Super quick. I love that.
And what you end up with is something that looks very similar. It looks like a set.
Yeah.
But every single one is hand painted by you.
By you.
Hand painted by you, so that you can genuinely say art by whoever you are.
Yeah.
Because every single one's yours. Because there is no stamp or no mask involved in this. This is all about what you are able to create yourself at home. And you've seen how quick and easy this is. And you're going to be able to make bits of art. Imagine doing a massive one of them on a canvas like Debbie's just done.
Yes.
I really want to do a massive one of them on a canvas.
Should we see if we can find some canvases in between times?
If we can, I want to do a big one, because I just think as a piece of artwork at home, it'll look. And then you can sign your name on it. It's yours. Give them away as Christmas gifts and birthday gifts. So you can do all of your cards, you can do all of your masks, all of your stamps and grip, but then look at how much more you can do. Ben, I can't advocate for these enough. It's been 2 years in the making, Ben. We couldn't find someone to crystallise the die for us, and we have. And look how fantastic it is.
Well, it's 2 years in the making, and boy, has it been worth the wait, because you guys are loving the demonstrations. You're absolutely going to town and grabbing these showstoppers, grabbing the extras. So excited, says Mary Rose, to get the showstopper and the bonus buy. I cannot wait to play. Bookmark this show as well. We'll be doing more later on for you tonight in Masterclass. So do make sure you come back and watch that. Obviously, we'll feature the Vintage Vegas, but it'll be more of this as well, I'm sure. All the shows will need to be saved, says Cindy, from this birthday week, because I've bought every day. Claire Louise Flynn says I was not going to get this, but now I've seen the demos, I must have this set. Oriel has ordered the powders, can't wait to receive. Says I can play like a kid with them. And Glyn Wilson says I've always wanted to be able to paint, and Leann's demonstrations make me believe I can do it. Thank you. This is the thing, isn't it? You know, so many of you love to do your crafting, love to do your colouring, love to do your card making, but a lot of you, I hear, you know, so many times people say, oh, I can't draw, I can't do artwork. Well, now you can. Like, this simple technique is allowing you to create real artistic pieces of work, whether it be for cards, whether it be for, you know, buying inexpensive frames and sticking them in frames and having home decor pieces, whether it be now you decide, you know what, I'm going to get myself some canvases and start painting those up and giving them away as gifts or selling those. The opportunities that you've got here with a set like this are almost endless and at a price which hopefully is affordable for everybody. That's for the Showstopper with everything. We're going to go through the boards with Leann again just to show you exactly what you do get, because of course you're going to get all of your colour creations powders, all 8 of those, but you get stamps, you get masks with these too. And just to reiterate again, if you go for the Showstopper, make sure you get the bonus buy bundle. You get more of the powders. And whilst, of course, you see you're using like a minuscule amount of the powders, they will run out eventually. So why not get them now, whilst A, they're at this price, and B, whilst we've got them in stock, because these are going to disappear. That's the bonus buy. So if you just want to get the powders on their own, you don't want the stamps and the masks, you go for this. But this is what you also add into your basket when you buy the Showstopper, and that price there will halve. £8 or $10, isn't it, near enough? And you'll still get your double points and you'll still get your free gift. Thank you everyone for the comments. Questions to Leann shortly, but let's just go through everything with Leann. So remind us what we're getting in the Showstopper, Leann.
Okay, so you're getting your 8 colour creation powders. And these colours have been very, and I haven't done it, I keep saying I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it for you next.
Oh, yeah.
If we can somebody get me a palette, Ben? And then I can show you how to mix your new colours. I'm so sorry. So we've got these 8 colours here, and the 8 colours have been put together for you so that you have got CMYK and RGB. So you've got CMYK, cyan, magenta, yellow and black, which creates for you any colour can be seen by the eye. It's the 4 colours that get put into inkjet printers, laser colour printers, printers that print photographs for you. That's always CMYK. And then for your other colours that are available, that's your RGB, red, green and blue. Yeah. That also creates a load of different colours for you. The one colour that is in there additional to that is the purple, because that deep, rich purple that we've got there is actually one of the most difficult colours to mix yourself.
Okay.
Yes, so we've put that in there pre-mixed for you. So you've got your CMYK, your RGB and your purple. You can mix whatever the Dickens colour you would like. All right, so that's that. Then you're getting your beautiful stamps to work with. And that's just to stamp down the image and then sprinkle some powder around it and spritz it, and you're going to get the most beautiful results.
That's
we've got
brilliant.
the trees. We've got these beautiful foliage pieces, which look absolutely glorious when you use those. We've got the individual floral pieces. Here you can see they've been used to make a focal piece and a background.
Incredible.
The sprinkling and spritzing in the background, but also detail painting with the crystal, with a paintbrush. So you can use this like a paint as well. And then we've got my potential favourite, the ocean, simply because I really love those jellyfish. I just think they're absolutely exquisite. Look at the intensity of the colour in that background, and then the painting of those jellyfish, how it feels like they're underwater. It's the intensity of this crystallised colour that we've got for you that's creating that incredible, incredible result. So as well as the stamps in your Showstopper, you've also got these beautiful masks. And that is where you mask off an area, you sprinkle your powder around and spritz it, and then this is the sort of result you get. So you've got those fabulous dandelion clocks, you've got this fern, which you've just seen me use in a demonstration this hour, which will give you results like this. We've got the daisy, which I used right at the top of the hour, first hour, which gave you a result like this. And then you've got, of course, your butterfly, which will give you this kind of result. And that's that fern leaf. I must just come back to that. And that's the foliage stamp, which I just think is absolutely glorious. It really is. And I've just been thinking, Ben, this technique, but a butterfly.
Oh, why not? Yes,
I'm going to try it.
Do it. Later? We're going to be doing 2 hours of this later on now, I can see.
This but a butterfly, I think that would be unbelievable. So that's what you get in your Showstopper.
Half the stock of the Showstopper has gone, and that represents a huge amount of people who have shopped. Get yours now. Do not wait till later. Run, don't walk, to quote Leann Chivers. Get it whilst you can. I want to be artistic, and Leann shows me that I can, says Sherry Burns. Yes, you can. Marnie Pinchoff, I just accidentally hit pay now. No regrets, says Laurie Barnett. And Maggie Fielding says, been waiting since seeing these in the booklet. Ordered and happy. Faye Smith has ordered. Didn't think I would want this set, but Leann's demos have convinced me. Showstopper and bonus buy ordered. And Alexander says, I really hope my Showstopper and bonus buy arrive quickly so I can spend half-term week playing. Yeah, it's next week, isn't it, half-term? I'm sure they will be with you as quick as poss. And thank you to Glyn, who says, I always wanted to be able to paint, and Leann's demonstrations make me believe that I can. Thank you. Well done also to Stephanie, who's just woke up late, needed the sleep, didn't think I needed these. Boy, I was wrong. Fell in my basket and checked out the Showstopper and bonus buy. I'll be watching from the beginning later. Right, there's so much Leann wants to show you. We've got about 15, 20 minutes here. Keep commenting. Plinko coming up. Whatever we don't do here, Leann, we'll roll over into masterclass, won't we?
Yes, we will. Absolutely, we will. We'll do whatever we can, and please get your questions, and we'll try and cover them. So I'm just going to do some stamping because we haven't done that for a while. And actually, the desire for me to do these powders started with the stamped result, where you've got a beautiful silhouette inked. Sprinkle your powder, spritz it, dry it, and you've got what looks like a watercolour painting. So I'm going to start here with what I intended this collection for. This floral's been designed with almost no straight edge, so you can overlap them and do a larger floral piece if you want to, and it will look seamless. So you just build them up like that, you see, and then I can do another little one. Oh, wrong side, Leann. Never mind.
Very delicately done.
And then we'll do that there.
I thought Sheena was here for a minute.
There we go. And I've got a lovely she doesn't ink pad. She doesn't ink quietly, does she, Sheena?
She's the loudest inker in the world.
You know she's in when she's inking a stamp, like, oh, Sheena's in. It's like the call of the wild. You can hear her. The noise followers are around. Right, okay, so we'll pop that down there. And do you know what? I can say that, guys. I can pull her leg, and she would pull mine just as much because we're very good friends of many, many years.
Especially you two.
Yes. So zig and zag, they ride again. So what I'm going to do now is just have a little bit of the leaf flurry along the bottom. Just a tiny bit. I'm saying a tiny bit. I've been saying a tiny bit to you all day, and it's been a tiny bit. I'm going to go, that's enough. I'm hoping that's a tiny bit enough.
Okay.
And then I'm going to just mix in, I'm going to have a little bit of yellow in here, because I like that. I'm going little.
But if it makes you feel better, I can't see any of it yet, so you obviously have got a small amount.
I'm hoping that I have taken my own good advice and done little. Right, let's see what that looks like. Let's hope I've achieved a subtle result. Right, and then just spritz.
Oh, yes. It's like a beautiful haze, isn't it, behind the wildflowers?
Look at the green at the bottom for the foliage.
Yes.
And there we go. Now, once you've done that dry,
Producer Johnny's like, it's like a haze, man.
It's a haze on a summer's day.
It's like Wordsworth in there, he is. So artistic.
And then I'm going to go back with a little bit more, Ben. Yeah, more powder.
You're going with more powder?
So I'm drying it, because you can layer it up on top of each other. So I went with a little bit more water there. So we've got that beautiful soft diffusion. But if I want a little bit more detail, so it looks like pollen coming off the flowers, I would go back in with a second sprinkle.
And that's another reason for stamping first as well, isn't it? Because if you've got scenes like this, you can be very specific as to where you put your colour within the stamped scene.
Yes. Okay, leave that there. And then I'm going to now just take those colours again. So I did the yellow and the pink foxglove. And I'm just going to go just a little...
Just to say, Stephanie says, my biggest fear is using too heavy a hand shaking the powders. She says, I sometimes do that with spices. They have got the little
they've got
holes
little
on the top, aren't they?
Salt shaker bits here. Look, can you see what I'm doing as well? I'm holding it on its side. But look what I'm doing. I'm not actually moving the pot.
Just a little
so don't shake the pot.
No.
Keep your pot still, and what I'm doing is this.
But you can't accidentally pour the whole thing out, is what we're saying.
And that's just bringing the tiniest little amount out.
Yes.
So just don't shake like your dinner. So don't salt your dinner. Just tap, 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 tap on the pot. Be patient. It's worth taking a few extra seconds. I'm rushing to get all the demos in, just to make sure you get that tiny bit out to give you the best result. Then what I'm going to do is go high, now that I've put that on again, and have my heat gun ready.
Yeah. Janet's just asking whilst you're drying, what happens if you don't dry with the heat gun but just leave it to dry naturally? Do you get any different effects or not really?
So the powder will keep moving in the water.
Yeah.
And so you'll get a more diffused result. If you want what I'm doing here with the pollen, so the very intense little bits of colour that you can see there, you need to dry them, or it will continue to dissolve in the water on your card, which will give it a more diffused result. That's fine if that's what you want.
Yeah.
But if you want this intense little sparkle, look at these here. Can you see down in the foliage? Looks like little flowers are poking in between because it's the little crystals that are left behind.
Yeah.
These little crystals up here now, that all looks like the pollen is floating out of that beautiful diffused background. That could not be quicker and easier, Ben. It's absolutely gorgeous.
It's absolutely stunning.
And that's why I use the heat gun. I take the water out of it straight away to stop the powders continuing to dissolve. So that's how you get that lovely little garden scene. And look, that's what you would do to make this.
That's just class, isn't it?
Just a bit of matting and layering, Ben, a little sentiment. The sentiment comes on the stamp set too, and that's what you're able to do. Now, quickly, have I still got any minutes left, or am I out of minutes?
You've got about another 10, I think.
Okay, so let's talk about mixing colours.
Yes.
We've talked about the RGB CMYK, haven't we?
We have.
So, I've got this paint palette here, and let's do the, that's RGB. So CMYK colours are your pink foxglove, your pink foxglove, your buttercup yellow, your ocean wave, and your dappled shadow.
Okay.
Where are you, dappled shadow? That's it. So CMYK, cyan, magenta, yellow, black. So what I'm going to do is put a little bit of these. There's it. Oh, it's too much, but anyway. Cyan, yellow.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was magenta, yellow, cyan. There we go. Tiny, tiny bits you need. And a little bit of the dappled shadow and a tiny bit here.
After we've done this demo before Plinko, can I just fire a load of questions at you?
Of course you can.
Thank you.
100%. Right, so now what we can do is add a little bit of water to these. And so I'm going to drip the water in rather than spritz it in because I don't want the colours to contaminate. So if I had a little, if I had a pipette, I could pipette some water in.
Okay.
So you see, I'm just dropping water in and I'm not letting my brush touch the colour because I don't want to contaminate the brush just yet. And you'll see what I mean. This is how you make your colours to paint with in your palette. So just drop in. You don't need a lot of water because you're going to do the dilution when you do your watercolouring. That'll do. And then what you can do, I'll take another brush so I don't contaminate this one for now. And then just mix it in. Okay. So you've got your lovely intense paint colour. So then what we've got here is the cyan.
Yeah.
Here now we've got the yellow.
Yeah.
Sorry, not cyan, it's magenta. Here's the cyan. Here's your black. Cyan, magenta, yellow, black. Okay? Now they're the four colours that you need, or RGB, the same works for red, green, blue, to mix new colours. So let's say I want a lovely peach colour. So what I'll do is I'll take some of the magenta. And this could be the powder straight from the pot. This doesn't have to be amped. This is just for the purposes of me showing you how to do it.
Okay.
So you can put the two powders into one palette. You don't have to water them down first. This is just so I can show you. And I've taken a bit of that yellow there. And now I've got orange.
Brilliant.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if I wanted green, and I'm just going to do the yellow again because I contaminated that yellow with a little bit of the pink.
Yeah.
So just put a little bit more yellow here because I don't want to contaminate. Let's put that there, bit of water in, there we go. So there's my yellow again. So now let's say I want green. I'll take a bit of that yellow out here.
Yeah.
And again, remember, this could be the powder straight from the pot. Doesn't need to be watered down like this. This is purely for demonstration purposes. Clean my brush fully. Take some of the blue.
Yeah.
Mix it.
Oh, look at that.
Green.
Fab.
And they don't split into the sum of their parts.
Yeah.
When you mix colours together, sometimes, like this one, you would get yellow in the middle with a red halo.
Yeah, yeah.
You've got true orange there and true green there. Now, let's say I want this green to be more of an olive colour, more of a vintage colour.
Yeah.
I have to tone it down. So what I'm going to do is take a tiny little bit of the black,
Yeah.
into the green. More jade.
Yeah.
Tiny little bit more of the black into the green. Camouflage.
Love it.
So you can do the same with all of those colours. Let's say I wanted to make this orange more of a muted tone. Tiny bit of the black in there. Terracotta. So you're just going to be your own colour artist with those by sprinkling the powders or mixing them together. And what you can see here, I hope, Ben, and I know you can because I can see it myself, look at the intensity of these colours. Like if I take this pinky colour here and put it down and then we dry them, look how it's dyeing the cardstock. It is such a beautiful, intense colour. But the other good thing about it is it will go forever with a bit of water. Like one little bit. One crystal fills an A4 sheet, man.
It does, man. The words of our very own Liam. 2 hours ago.
Look how fabulous that is.
Yeah.
And you can get all of the tones in between. So you are your own colour artist by using those colours together. And that's why we've done, very importantly, CMYK, cyan, magenta, yellow, black, RGB, and then the colour that's very difficult to mix for yourself, this beautiful deep purple.
Before we go to the Plinko board, let's do some questions. There's tons, so we'll get through as many as we can. Karen Cowlin says, how do we clean the masks, Leanne?
Just dishwashing soap and water.
Okay. Paula Smith is wanting to know, can we use the sifter from the pearl powders to make the dye powder even finer?
Funny you should say that.
Right.
I'll do it quick for you.
Oh, okay.
So I'll just do it with the blue. So here's the sieve. Here's your blue.
Yeah.
Pop that in.
Yeah.
And then a spritzer.
Oh, that's super fine.
Super fine.
Yeah. Powder dispenser, bottom of your screen. On a 3 for 2, I think, if you want to add that with other bits and pieces. Amanda, will these work with the cotton papers?
Yes.
Crafting Queen says, oh, this isn't a question, this is funny. Please can I request that CC stop being so amazing and producing all these outstanding new products, making each new item better than the last and encouraging us to make gorgeous things?
No.
No. Aya says, can we use these on mount board, Leanne?
Yes.
Stephanie's saying, what effect with the bigger spritzer with the lighter spray? What kind of effect might we get?
We'll try it.
Okay.
We'll try it. Have I got it? Yes.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Have a look.
It'll be a lot more water, so you'll get a lot softer result.
Yep.
Ready?
Yeah. Ooh,
So actually, this finer mist.
finer, yeah.
You can see more particles. It
Yeah.
doesn't move the colour as much. Good for backgrounds. That would have been nice for that floral I've just done. Looks more like confetti.
Kathy Green, I'm moving on at a pace. She says, sorry if this has been asked, don't apologise. If I spritz the paper all over first and then sprinkled the powders, could it help overdoing the powders?
Let me show you.
Okay.
Because you get a different result. And remember, when I was painting those poppies before, painting into wet, so here I've spritzed the cardstock and then with water, and now the powder's going in.
Yeah.
See, it starts to move immediately.
Straight away, yeah. Yeah.
So, choice is yours.
Okay.
Which way do you like?
Yeah. Could you, I'll just keep asking.
Oh, did you see that?
I did see that, yeah.
I like that. But look, it's just gonna go. But if that's what you want, it's like fireworks. But if that's what you want, why not? I'm going to try that. I like it.
Can you, says Michelle H, put a stencil on the card and then paint with clear water and then add the powder?
Yes.
That would look good. On the jellyfish card that you loved, Kathy asks,
Yeah.
did they accent that with the white acrylic pen for the bubbles?
Yes.
And I think... Oh, Janet, we've done yours, as I asked that a minute ago. Oh, and Deborah Ziardi says, can you use the multi-purpose white card if you're not using a lot of water?
If you're painting a detailed image, but you won't get the background effect.
Right.
Not as well as watercolour card.
got through all the questions. Look at us doing that in 3 minutes. Boom. And we'll look at this before we go to Plinko. Oh,
Looks great, doesn't it?
does look great.
There's just all the different options. Mix your new colours, do exploded backgrounds, use your stencils, do it in a different way, use your stamps, paint your own images, make a poppy, just sell them, make your own artwork. I mean, honestly.
Do you know what? And this pleases me the most, more than anything. And it shows, A, what a great product this is, but B, what a fabulous show Leann has put on for us here. This is about the 5th time in this show that I've read this statement. I hadn't planned to get these. The amount of people who have said that in this show who have then gone on to buy them is incredible, because you've seen how great the product is, you've seen what it's going to do for you, and you've now got an armful of inspiration to go away with, thanks to Leann. And Mary Beth Dawes says it again, I hadn't planned to get these since I have so many different types of powders. Needless to say, though, I have now ordered the Showstopper and the bonus buy, my first Showstopper this year. Mary Beth Doyle, fist bump that one. Thank you, Tracy, who says, thank you, Leann, Ben and team, for the show. Really informative and fun. Happy 19th birthday. Well, thank you for that lovely comment. We appreciate you. And Colleen Passardi says, wow, 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 wow. I'm loving all these new products that we can all play with and get creative. My mind is racing with ideas. This is one of the best launches of the fortnight. You guys have loved it, taken it to your heart, bought it in your droves. If now is the point that you are thinking, I will check out, let us give you time to do that, but you will need to be swift. A huge stock. 60% of the Showstopper's gone. Take advantage if you're getting the Showstopper for that £36, $52. Remember, it's all the powders, all the stamps, all the masks. Get the bonus buy as well. We'll give you another set of your powders for half price. Must be in the same basket, though, same transaction. Thank you, everybody. Quick pause, get to the checkout, musical interlude here, and when we come back, we will be over at the Plinko board. If you've commented in this show, don't go anywhere, because it could be you getting Plinkoed next.
19th birthday's gonna set my soul on fire. I got a whole lot of money that's ready to burn on all the launches I desire. Oh, the hundreds of great deals waiting out there. How much will I spend? Man, I don't even care. Don't tell my bank manager so he's unaware. Viva Craft Vegas! Viva Craft Vegas! Oh, how I wish that there were more than the 2 whole weeks of the day. And even if there were 4 or more, I wouldn't sleep a minute away. Oh, there'll be fun with the Plinko and the roulette wheel. Fortunes that you'll save on every deal. All you'll need's a credit card and a nerve of steel. Viva Craft Vegas! Viva Craft Vegas! Viva Craft Vegas, I'll be sure to cash in on these deals I'll be stashing. There's no hope I'll refrain. Viva Craft Vegas, turning day into nighttime, turning night into daytime. Once you see the deals, you'll never be the same again. I'm gonna keep on the run, I'm gonna have me some fun. If it costs me my very last dime, but if I wind up broke, well, I'll always remember that I had a crafty time. I'm gonna bag all the double points that I can of all the free gifts and bonus buys. I'm such a fan, just gotta keep my spending secret from my partner, oh man. Viva Craft Vegas! Viva Craft Vegas! Viva Craft Vegas! Viva! Viva Craft Vegas!
There we go, coming to a dodgy social club near you soon, Belvis Mesley. Right, let's get into it, and then I will remind you.
It's camera 5, Ben.
5. 5, there we are.
They were saying it in my ear and I'm still going there. It's 5.
That's 6 there, look.
I did
Six.
a Sheena.
5.
Yeah.
6, there's 6. There, now we're there.
There's 6.
And
6,
there.
5.
And then 6.
6.
And then 5. Right,
Yeah.
we're going to do this very, very quickly because Leann is a very, very busy person, and she'll be leaving us just 2 minutes before the end of the show. So I'll tell you more in just a second. But let's do the Plinko board. Our winner, Leann, this hour.
Oh, right. I'm excited. Who is it?
Robbie Hedrick.
Robbie! Yay! I'm so happy for you, Robbie. Right, come on, Bellagio.
Yeah, Bellagio is what we need.
Come on.
I'm going to be quick here. I'm going to go up.
Bellagio for Robbie. Come on, Ben.
£100 voucher if we can get the Bellagio.
Okay, okay.
All right. Where do you want me to? Where am I putting it, Leanne?
Okay.
You choose.
The fourth peg there.
That one.
No, 1, 2, 3, that one. But to the right of it, left of it, I beg your pardon.
My left.
Mine, there.
There. Yeah. Very
actually,
scientific.
no, can you go, just to the other right of it, there. But now toward there. There.
All right, Robbie.
Thank you, there.
If we get it in the Bellagio, that's £100
Yeah.
or dollars to spend.
Yeah, come on.
Give me the countdown, Leanne.
3, 2, 1, Plinko!
Oh, hello. Where's it going?
Oh, where's it going?
Go on. Oh.
Oh, 75!
MGM Grand, £75, Robbie! Woo! Yes! Thanks, Leanne. Bye. Robbie, CTV prizes at crafterscompanion.co.uk. Message us. I'm out of breath after that. She's fallen over. She hasn't really fallen over. CTV prizes at crafterscompanion.co.uk. Robbie, message us and we will get that voucher to you. Don't forget as well, Robbie, and anyone else who has won over the course of the last week and a bit, you're into the grand final on Sunday. By that point, we'll have 28 winners on a roulette wheel. We will spin it. Whoever comes out on top, as it were, will then get the final go on the Plinko board to win the grand prize. There are some big, big money vouchers to be won on that Plinko game. So keep commenting in the shows if you haven't won already. There is still time for you. Just before we go, let me reiterate the Showstopper deal for you here. It is immense, and you're going away, aren't you? As I said, with an armful of inspiration from Leanne. You're getting all of those powders in there, of course, the 8 different colour creation powders and all of those stamps and all of those masks as well, allowing you to create some absolutely incredible designs with ease as well. So the Showstopper, over 60% of the stock has gone, £36 platinum, $52 if you're shopping in the US and you're a platinum member, double points and a free gift. And don't forget, if you're going for the Showstopper, you add in another one of those bonus buys of just those powders and you'll get them for half price. If you're platinum, £8, dollars-wise is about $10. It's incredible. Other bits and pieces that you might also want to add into your basket, of course, the misters. Those are going to allow you to create those magnificent effects that Leanne was showing you over the course of this show. And you get 4 in that set as well for a brilliant price, just £3.99 if you're platinum, $5.59 if you're shopping in the US and you're a platinum member. You've also got the powder dispenser, so Leanne showed you that again at the end of the show. I think it's a worthwhile investment, that one, to pop into your basket, particularly if you are worried about being more heavy-handed with your powders. That powder dispenser is just going to allow you to dispense really fine particles of that powder onto your project. It's only $3.99 as well, $5.59 if you're platinum. And then, of course, you have got your paint brushes too. Again, a really worthwhile investment. Those are the 5 Crafters Companion paintbrushes. $5.59 or $7.19 is your platinum price. Thank you everyone for all the lovely final comments coming through. Karen Austin says, I think you need autographed Belvis photos as well as one of your free gifts. The video is a hoot. Go Ben. Thank you. I'll ask the guys, maybe we should do some photos with me in my dodgy wig. What a show. Thank you so much, everybody. You'll be back later on, won't you? In the meantime, please make sure that you do check out your carts and your baskets, because this Showstopper is flying and I wouldn't want you to miss out. If there's anyone that you know that hasn't watched this show and they're thinking of getting the powders, make sure you give them a nudge before 5 because we are going to be low on stock by that point. Tonight, masterclass is Vintage Vegas and more from these amazing colour creations powders. Until then, thanks for watching and bye for now.